Next topic is email or electronic mail. Here we have three major components: user agents, second one is mail server, and third one is a protocol SMTP. We can see a number of mail servers here, and a number of user agents are associated with each mail server. For example, here it can be a Gmail server, this can be a Yahoo server, a user agent which is using Gmail ID can send a mail to Yahoo mail ID, another user agent. So the path will be from here, user agent 1 to mail server Gmail, and from there to mail server 2 which is of Yahoo, and from there to user agent. So we will discuss each components in detail. First one is a user agent. He is responsible for composing, editing, reading mail messages. An example for user agent can be Outlook, Mozilla, Thunderbird, Eudora, etc. All the outgoing and incoming messages are stored on the mail server. So user agent is an example for any application level software that is used to send an email. Okay, user mailbox, the yellow color is user mailbox and the green color is the outgoing message queue. Then there is protocol SMTP between mail servers to send email messages. SMTP is used between mail servers to send email messages. Client sending mail server and receiver receiving mail server. So if user 1, if it is user 1 and user 2, user 1's mail server, that is client sending mail server, and user 2's receiving mail server. From here it is sent to Yahoo. Okay, here is the sending mail server and here is the receiving mail server. Now coming to SMTP in detail. It is written in RFC 2821 and SMTP uses TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, to reliably transfer email messages from client to server, and the protocol uses port number 25. Here it is direct transfer of sending server to receiving server, direct transfer. So TCP used to send from sending server to receiving server using a direct transfer, and the process involves three phases. First one is handshaking, transfer of message, and closure. This is between the sending mail server and receiving mail server. And there can be command bar response interaction. So commands can be in the form of ASCII text and response can be in the form of status code and phrase. For example, if a mail is correctly received, response can be like in the form of status code for confirmation, and for error there might be different status code. Now we can see, okay, here we have Alice, here we have Alice and Bob. Alice sends an email to Bob. What is happening? Alice uses her user agent, this is user agent, to compose message to Bob. Bob mail ID is bob@someschool.edu. Alice user agent messages to her mail server, that is step 2, mail server, and message is placed in mail queue, message queue. The client side of SMTP opens TCP connection with the Bob mail server. Here is Alice mail server. A TCP connection is initiated with the Bob's mail server. SMTP client sends Alice message over TCP connection. Bob's mail server places the message in Bob's mailbox. So Bob invokes his user agent to read message. So when Bob logs into his mail, his user agent will invoke to read message. So this is what happening when Alice sends an email to Bob. Now we will see other protocols that work along with SMTP for secure mail transfer. So SMTP is used for delivery or storage to receiver's server. So here we can see, here is Alice user agent. From Alice user agent to sender mail server, and from sender mail server to receiver's mail server, SMTP is used. That is, SMTP is delivery bar storage to receiver's server. And for sending from receiver's mail server to user agent at the receiver side, we are using access protocol. Okay, access protocol. They are POP, IMAP, HTTP, etc. What is POS? POP. POP is Post Office Protocol. For authorization between agent and server and download, POP is used. Here agent is user agent and server is receiver's mail server. Then IMAP, Internet Mail Access Protocol. It has more features and more complex, and it's also possible for manipulation of stored messages on server. The next is the HTTP based protocols, that is Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, etc. that we commonly use today. More about IMAP. IMAP keep all messages in one place, that is the server, allows user to organize messages in folders, and IMAP keeps user state across sessions, names of folders and mapping between messages, IDs and folder name. It's all about SMTP and POP3. Thank you for listening.